Okay, friends, we're gonna do a really cool session here with Pam and Bug, introducing a training device. My best advice is that you do not put a training device on a horse unless that horse is already giving to the bit and has flexion. Okay, vertical flexion, lateral flexion. Because if you did this before you have flexion, you're just going to send your horse straight up in the air and flip over backwards. Trust me, I've had it happen when I was young and dumb and not a professional. Okay, so what I want Pam to do is I want you to hold that up right there where you're standing. Okay, so this is a device that I am selling for $25. It simulates a German martingale. So most of you know what a German martingale does and how it works. A friend of mine introduced me to this, my friend from Texas, and then I had a friend from here make them. So they're $25 and they work great. So what you want to do is, this horse is good at flexing, but he's not good at staying down all the time. So what I do is I put this training device on and I ride in it for 2 weeks. But the first time you put it on, you should do it from the ground, just to make sure that everything is kosher and you're not going to get in a train wreck. Okay, so Pam, the purple, you are going to hook the purple on your bit. Do you have a chin strap on there? Okay, if you have a chin strap, it goes closer to the horse's mouth, like under the chin strap. All right, and then that long piece, yeah, that long piece. You really should have a chin strap on there, but okay, we'll talk about that later.
You said a D-ring bit too.
Yes, and this should be done in a snaffle, not a shank bit. Okay, so that long piece you have in your left hand goes over his neck. All right, and then like I said, you could tie a smaller little portion to go over your horn. Yes, and then send that over your horn, okay? And then the bottom piece is going to hook to on your ring, on your girth, under his chest. Okay, now see how that already has a little bit of tension on him and he's not even lifting his head? Now do me a favor, take your... And my preference is alligator clip, hands go out. I like it. See how you did that? Yeah. Okay, so take your hand under his chin and push his head up and see where the tension, right there. So you know as soon as he starts trotting, he picks his head up. So right here, we're going to introduce the lowest level. And if you want to make it a little tighter in a couple days, what you do is you just tie knots in it. And we'll show you all that later. Okay. But no, go ahead, show it now. If you want to make it,
you would tie a knot.
Yes, that's all you do. You just tie a knot in it, okay? But for introductory, we are going to do it at this level. Pam is going to just ask him to walk on the line, all right? So she still has control of this horse's feet. And see how he reacts with... If you just stay in that small circle around, just walk around the bucket. If you just walk around the bucket, you'll stay in my view here, Pam. All right. So see, every time, and it's on a bungee, so it's not like it's, constantly pulling. It works like a German martingale without the cost of a German martingale. All right. So see how it's like just about bumping him. Now watch when you send him into the trot. His head starts to go up. And then it's going to bump on that bit. And he already knows how to give. So this is going to get his head set where you need it. Where are you headed? Ranch riding? Oh, yeah. So you need your pole level with your withers for ranch riding. Yes, Pam? Mm-hmm. Okay. So look at this. Look what's happening right now.
OMG.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Keep going. So you get them used to it from the ground first. Remember, I'm the teacher that says teach them from the ground first so they understand what you're asking from the saddle. Get them going a little faster, Pam. Remember what we were just doing before we turned the camera on. Let your line out. Get them going. Let them feel it at a faster pace. Because remember, increased speed increases resistance. So increased speed, his head's going to come up a little more. He's going to hit that thing. It's going to hit him on the bit. Where's his head staying?
My God.
Go, make him go a little faster. Let your string out. Make that horse go faster. Let's see what happens. That's too slow for a ranch trot. You know that, right? So get him going. Get him going. There you go. It's okay if he breaks into a canter. Let him feel that thing bumping on his bit. Okay, let's stop. Go the other way. Nice. Change direction. Nice. I like how he got out of your space that time, Pam.
Practice with Tina.
That's it. Make him go. That's it. All right, so it doesn't look like it's working very well because there's a lot of slack in it, correct?
Right.
Okay, so I said we were going to do it at this level for a couple days, but guess what? If it's not working right here, then maybe we need to tighten it up right now. Okay? All right, so why don't you go ahead and stop him. Just put one knot in it. I'm just sitting here in a chair drinking beer, directing orders. Best part of my day.
The cool thing about this is it lets him put his head up as far as it'll allow.
Well, that's what I say about the bungee. It gives him like the feeling that he's not completely trapped.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people want to put a noseband on or a martingale on, and you know, then they feel completely trapped. I put a noseband on a darn thoroughbred one time. I only had him in for a week. It was the scariest thing that ever happened to me. But yeah, all right. So just send him out in a walk and let him get used to that level.
Bumping your reins when you ask. When he feels the pressure, he's dipping his head.
So he already knows.
Yeah.
He already knows to give to the pressure of the bit, because we've taught him this over I don't know how many years you've been riding this horse, but we keep coming back to this, and now it's time to finish him. If you want to go to shows, you need to get this headset. I would never suggest putting a training device on a horse that is not flexing. Okay, all right, send him into the trot. Look at this.
That's awesome. I'm supposed to be watching his girth. I can't stop watching his head.
You need to talk louder so this camera can hear you.
I keep watching his head because that's amazing.
Now you're starting to look like a Western horse. Again, you got to remember, you have got to ride in this for like 2 weeks. Easy on your transition there. Okay.
My thumb got stuck.
No, it's okay. I just want you to do it easy, not like we were doing it before we put the training device on. Get him in your extended trot. That is like a Western pleasure trot. That's it. There he lifts his head. Lifts his head. See what happens? Increase speed, increase resistance. And then he feels that, So this is what this thing does. Okay, honestly, I'm not a lazy trainer. Okay, and I don't ask for instant results. But when I have a horse that is, oh my gosh, so heavy, so heavy, so heavy, I'm tired, okay? I'm going to put this training device on you after I get you soft and flexing, and then I'm going to let the training device do all the work for me.
Amen.
So my friend in Texas, Stuart Ryback, he calls it the resistance resolver. Your horse is resistant, 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 continuously resistant. Well, let me put this resolver on you and help me get over a little bit of a hump. Get him going. Get him going. A little faster. A little faster. See where his head goes, Pam? So I want you to stay in this level.
Okay.
I want you to stay in this level with him for just maybe 2 sessions.
Okay.
Because see where his head's going?
Easy.
No, let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Attaboy.
But you see what's happening? If you put another knot in there, you're gonna have too much pressure, and then he might be a little anxious with it. All right. But you need to get him in those extended trots. Extended trots. So you see where his head was when he was doing that nice Western pleasure jog? Now you need to get that with his extended trots, because it's not perfect, is it?
If he knew how to do this stuff beforehand, he would be turning himself upside down.
No, exactly. That's what I say. If you don't have your horse already knowing how to flex laterally and vertically, you would be in a train wreck right now. Okay, so how about you go ahead and I'm going to turn the camera off while you put your reins on and you get on him.
Okay.
And we're going to show everybody how this works, okay? All right, pause everyone for a moment. Be right back.